Hello everyone, welcome to Sorcerer's classes. This is Tushar Shaw, and in this video we will be continuing to solve the UPSC CS Main 2020 paper that we were solving since the last 11 videos, I guess. Okay, so obviously in the last video we did up till question number 5E, so we will be continuing from 6A in this case. And as I would like to mention about the pattern of this paper, that is, this is a subjective type paper, not an MCQ type. So you won't be getting any negative marks for here, but in order to obtain the full marks for each and every question, you must write exactly perfectly how I am writing, and each and every step should be mentioned properly, and after that only you will be getting full marks. Okay, like if a question has 10 marks, you just find out the answer somehow, miss some of the steps, you will be getting 5 or 6 out of 10. Okay, so for obtaining the full marks you have to write the exact explanation and the proper stepwise solve the calculation or solving or whatever the question may ask. Okay, so I was I would like to have mentioned, but that's okay. So let us move on to the question here. Okay, so the question number 6A says that what does the probable speed, average speed, and root mean square speed mean? Okay, indicate the speeds on the Maxwell distribution curve. What does the area under the Maxwell curve represent? Okay, so three types of speeds exist in gaseous molecules when we are considering under the explanation of Maxwell distribution of velocity. Okay, so first of them is C, most probable. Okay, so this has a formula of root over 2RT by m. Okay, where R is the universal gas constant, T is the temperature of the gas, and m is the mass of the gas in kg, obviously. Okay, so the CMP, that is the most probable velocity of a gas, is the like it is being said. Okay, that, so like it is being said in the definition that C, most probable, is the like among the range of range of speeds in the gas molecules, the most probable speed for the gas molecules have in average is known as most probable velocity. Okay, it is defined as like it is written as CMP. Now C average is simply the average of the speed of, like, if one molecule has C1, then the other molecule has C2 plus C3 plus dot Cn divide by n. So this speed would be resulting as CAV. Okay, that is the average of all the speed that the total number of molecules are having in a particular system. Okay, now C root mean square. Okay, so what is this? So C root mean square velocity is the, so like for this we have to just calculate. No, let me just first explain. So C average has the formula root over 8 RT by pi m. Okay, and C average, C root mean square, basically it is the like the opposite form. We have to firstly square the velocities, then mean it, and then root it. Okay, so firstly we square the velocities, C1 square plus C2 square plus C3 square plus C3 square plus Cn square. Okay, then we mean it, that is we divide it by n, and therefore after that we root it. So this is the basically the root mean square velocity. Okay, and this this has a significance, but basically it signifies the exact position in the Gaussian, the Maxwell curve that I am about to draw. Okay, so the basic formula for this is the root over 3 RT by m. Okay, root over 3 RT by m. Now you must know this, that each and every formula that I am writing over here, this C average and the C most probable velocities. Okay, these formulas are applied for a gas in 3 dimension. Okay, 3 dimension, because for 2 dimension and for 1 dimension the formula is quite like changed to some extent. Okay, all these formulas we are writing that those are all for 3D in 3D orientation. Okay. Okay, so for 3D orientation, so let us for this 3D orientation, let us draw the Maxwell distribution curve. Okay, so So 1 by n dnc by dc. Now, as the Maxwell equation is not required, they have not asked in the question, so we won't be writing the like the total this equation. Okay, but we'll be just drawing the curve out of it. Okay, so we have this C over here. So this is the kind of plot that we'll be uh, getting. Okay, so in this graph, let me just write down the velocities over here. So at the highest point of this point is the most probable velocity, because the velocity, the number of molecules, this represents the number of molecules in the y-axis. Okay, so not the number, the fraction of molecules this represents. Okay, so the fraction of molecule has the highest, the highest number of highest fraction of molecules occupied this point, occupied this speed, which that is why this speed is known as the CMP, that is the most probable velocity. Okay, beside this at the point here we have the C average. Okay, C average, and just beside this we have this root mean square velocity. Okay, and obviously in this range, like the molecules in this area, these molecules are only the molecules that are able to react properly. Okay, these molecules have a high velocity, that is that they have a high kinetic energy, high velocity, and therefore they may react properly. Okay, so this is the case, this is how we need to explain. Now the last question that have been that it has been asked in this question, that is what does the area under the Maxwell distribution curve represent? Okay, so the area, that is with the pointer, so this area that is under the curve, it represents the number of molecules. Okay, in the system, in the system. Okay, like in the y-axis we are plotting the fraction of molecules, and there is a fraction of molecules having c speed, and there is here is the c speed. So in the x-axis we have the c speed. So the area under of the curve would be giving us the number of molecules that are participating, that are being considered when this Maxwell curve is plotted. Okay, so this is the total explanation for this question. Moving on to the next question, that is 6b. Okay, so question number 6b says that the ionic radii of Na plus, K plus and Br minus are 137, 148 and 195 respectively. Okay, so let me just write down the data. So Na plus has a ionic radii 137. Okay, 137 picometer. K plus has 148 picometer, and Br minus has 195 picometer. Okay, so these are the radius that are given, and determining the coordination number and geometry of the cations. Okay, so for determining for the cation, for the compound that are given is Na plus, NaBr and KBr. Okay, so in this case, you must know that for the calculation of the type of geometry that the structure involves, we need to calculate the radius ratio from the radius ratio of the cations and anions. Okay, and from that data we'll be getting the approximate geometry that we need to find. Okay, so R plus. So for the first example, NaBr, let us take, so the R plus by R minus. Okay, we'll be having 137 divided by 195 obviously. Okay, so let me just calculate the value. We have 137 divided by 195. So the value coming here is 0.7025 or we may say just 26 here. Okay, so 7026. Now from the plot, not the plot, from the data. So let me just give you the data. So if from if the radius ratio, if the radius ratio, we have the coordination number and we have geometry. Okay, so let me just scroll this down. So if radius ratio is less than 0.155, coordination number is 2, geometry is linear. If it ranges from 0.155 to 0.225, it ranges, the coordination number is 3. The geometry is triangular planar. Okay. If the radius ratio is 0.225 to 0.414, the coordination number is 4 and the geometry is tetrahedron. If it ranges from 0.414 to 0.732, the coordination number is 6 and the structure is octahedral. And from the 0.732 to 1, we have the coordination number 8, which is cubic. And if the coordination number is if the radius ratio is exactly 1, then the coordination number is 12. So then the type of geometry would be close packing. Okay, close packing, which is HCP or HCP or CCP, hexagonal close packing or cubic close packing. Okay. Anyways, so this was the total data. Now for the NABR structure, we got the radius ratio to be the R plus by R minus value is equal to 0.70 7026. Okay, 7026. With, so you can see this falls in the dis range from 0.414 to 0.732. So here the coordination number would be the structure of the NABR would be octahedral in the in the lattice. Okay, so octahedral structure would be there, and the coordination number of each BR atom, each Na atom. So the coordination number that is asked is determine the coordination number and geometry of the cations. Okay, so the geometry we have found out to be octahedral, and the coordination number of cations would be 6 here. Okay, Cn would be 6. Moving on to the next example that we have been given is, that is KBr. Okay, so for KBr, let us calculate the radius ratio. So R plus by R minus is equal to we have 148 divided by 195 picometer by picometer. So we will be let me just calculate it here. So 148 divided by 195, which is equal to 0.758 0.759 we may say. Okay, so for 0.759, you may just go back in the video. You can see that obviously if this KBR structure follows the cubic one. Okay, has the cubic geometry, and also the coordination number here would be 8 in this case for the K plus cation. Okay. So this is how we solve this question. This is all about this video. We will be continuing from question number 6C in the next video. Okay. So you may take note up till this, and we may just continue after that. Okay. So thank you for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.